The verb to do is one of the most common verbs in English, but also one of the most confusing. It's used as the main verb, the auxiliary verb, to ask questions. It has irregular conjugations, and it's used in countless idioms and expressions. Don't worry, because today you're going to learn everything that you need to know about the verb to do. Welcome back to J-Force English. Of course, I'm Jennifer. Now let's get started. First, let's review the conjugations. Don't worry about taking notes because I summarize everything in a free lesson PDF. You can find the link in the description, and pay close attention because I'm going to quiz you throughout this whole lesson. So the conjugations are irregular. The infinitive is to do. The base verb, do. The present simple is do or does conjugated with the subject. The past simple is did. The present participle, doing. And the past participle, done. First, let's review the verb to do as the main verb. It's the main verb in the present simple, which is used for routine actions, activities, and tasks. As a bonus tip, you can use an adverb of frequency because this is the present simple. For example, I do the dishes every day. Every day is the adverb of frequency. In English, the verb do is used with many common activities, but there are also other activities that commonly use the verbs go or make. Some common activities that you do are the dishes, chores, homework, laundry, taxes, your makeup, hair. You do cooking, you do shopping, do yoga, Pilates, exercises, stretches, and you can do puzzles. Those are some common activities that you do, so why don't you try? I do every day. Choose one activity and put it in the comments. I do every day. Put it in the comments. You often do yoga. So here the adverb of frequency is often. He or she sometimes does puzzles. They rarely do exercises. We never do chores. Now, never means 0 times per week. So you could also say we do not do chores. That's the negative. And to form that contraction, we don't do chores. And that will help you sound more natural. We don't do chores. Wouldn't that be nice to say? We don't do chores. So notice all subjects use do except he, she, it uses does. Now let's review the present continuous. This is for actions taking place now and planned future actions. So here are all those examples in the present simple. Let's change them to the present continuous. I do the dishes every day. In the present continuous, I'm doing the dishes right now. You can add that keyword to say it's taking place right now. You often do yoga. What would this be in the present continuous? Maybe you're doing yoga next week, a planned future action. She sometimes does puzzles in the present continuous. He is currently doing a puzzle. Currently is another keyword for the present continuous. They rarely do exercises in the present continuous. They're not doing exercises now. The negative here, they're not. So notice for the negative, you just add not. We never do chores in the present continuous. We aren't doing chores tomorrow. Planned future action in the negative. In this case, the negative is in a contraction. Let's look at the past simple for past actions. The structure is subject plus did. It's did for all verbs. In the negative, it's did not do. And then as a contraction, didn't do. Didn't do. So here are the present continuous examples. Let's turn them into the past simple. Instead of I'm doing the dishes right now, I did the dishes yesterday. Instead of you're doing yoga next week, you did yoga last week. He's currently doing a puzzle in the past simple. She did a puzzle recently. They're not doing exercises now in the past simple. They didn't do exercises today. Today you can use as a past simple reference if today is finished. So maybe I say this at 9:00 p.m. They didn't do exercises today. And notice that contraction, didn't do. They didn't do. We aren't doing chores tomorrow in the past simple. We didn't do chores this morning. And again, this morning is in the past if right now it's 5:00 p.m. Let's look at the present perfect, which can be used for a completed past action that has a present consequence. The structure is subject plus have or has. So the verb have is the auxiliary verb, plus not if you're making it negative, and then you need your past participle. So if the verb to be is the main verb, it would be done. So here are the past simple examples. Let's change them to the present perfect. I know you can do this. I did the dishes yesterday becomes I have done the dishes. And now you need a keyword for the present perfect. We can use already. You did yoga last week becomes you've done yoga recently. He did a puzzle recently becomes he's done a puzzle recently. You can keep the keyword recently. They didn't do exercises today. They haven't done, so the negative have not, contraction. They haven't done exercises today yet. You can add yet as a keyword for the present perfect. We didn't do chores this morning becomes we haven't done chores, and you can leave it there, or you could say yet. Now let's review when the verb to do is used as the auxiliary verb. This is done to form yes/no questions, which of course you're very familiar with. Do you like this video? Do you like this video? So to answer in the short form, you can say, yes, I do. So make sure you like this video. Yes, I do. Yes, I like this video would be the full answer. But of course, you could say, no, I do not. But you can form a contraction. No, I don't like this video. Remember, with the subjects he, she, it, you need to change do to does. This is for questions as well. Does he, does she watch J4's English videos? What's the short answer? Yes, she does. So in the short answer, you remember, you still have to conjugate your verb with the subject. She does, he does. The full answer is yes, she watches, he watches J4's English videos. And in the negative, no, he doesn't, does not, she doesn't watch J4's English videos. In the past simple, I could ask you, did you watch my video on the verb to be? So, did you? In the short form positive, you can say, yes, I did. And remember, it's did for all subjects. The full answer is, yes, I watched your video. So you put your verb in the past simple. In the negative, no, I did not. No, I didn't watch your video. Now here's something that native speakers love doing. We love using the emphatic form to answer or ask questions. I could say, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more great lessons. Now, to answer this statement or respond to this statement in the past simple, you could say, I subscribed. Jennifer, I subscribed. To make this an emphatic statement, you add the auxiliary verb do, conjugated with the time reference, in this case, the past simple. Jennifer, I did subscribe. So the structure is subject plus did plus base verb. I did subscribe. And this simply emphasizes the action. Maybe you say to your friend, let's go to the movies because she doesn't like hiking. You could reply and say she likes hiking. That's the present simple. Or you could say she does like hiking, which is the emphatic present simple, which native speakers like using. So the structure is subject plus do or does, depending on the subject. You already know he, she, it does. She does plus base verb. Let's try this with a question. I could ask you, does this lesson make sense to you? Now to answer in the present simple, you can say, it makes sense. It being this lesson, it makes sense. Or you can sound more dramatic and say, it does make sense, which is the emphatic present simple. Only use this structure if you want to emphasize what you're saying. Now let's review how to form tag questions. You like my videos, don't you? In the short answer, you can say, yes, I do. Yes, I like your videos, the full answer. How about the emphatic answer? You can say, yes, I do like your videos. If you want to respond negatively, you can use the adverb actually to show a contrast. Actually, I don't like your videos. Let's practice with a different subject. She doesn't work today, does she? So notice, negative, positive. And then before it was positive, negative. She doesn't, does not, doesn't. She doesn't work today, does she? In the short form, you would say, no, she doesn't. The full answer, no, she doesn't work today. Now let's say you want to respond negatively and you're going to use the emphatic reply. What would that be? And you can use actually to start. Actually, she does work today. The verb to do is also used to form choice questions when you have different options. For example, do you prefer coffee or tea? But to respond, you just answer. You don't use the verb do unless it's part of the answer. So you would say, I prefer tea. You state your choice. Remember to conjugate that verb in the present simple. Does she want pizza or pasta? Again, you would just answer, I'm not sure. I'll ask her and let you know. Now let's review some common expressions with the verb to do, and I'm going to quiz you at the same time. To do someone a favor. This is to help someone with a task or a request. Can you me a favor and hit like and subscribe? What's the answer? Can you do me a favor? To do business with someone. This is when you engage in commercial activities. I'd love business with Elon Musk. How do you complete this? I'd love to do, you need the infinitive. I'd love to do business with Elon Musk. To do one's best. This is to give maximum effort. She best. How would you form a sentence? And let's say it's an emphatic past simple. What would you say? She did do her best. Don't be confused by this. She did do her best. Without the emphatic, the regular past simple is she did her best. To do a number on. This is to cause harm or damage. The harsh weather last year, a number on our garden. How would you complete this? Well, look at that keyword. We have last year, so I know I need the past simple. Did a number on our garden. Easy, right? To do the dirty work. This is to do unpleasant or morally questionable work. He always gets others the dirty work. How would you complete this? He gets others to do. You need the infinitive, to do the dirty work. To do justice to. This is to represent something accurately. This photo, justice to the breathtaking views we saw. How would you answer this in the negative? This photo doesn't do justice to. To make do, this is to survive with whatever is available. The bank didn't approve our loan, but we, with our savings. Complete this sentence in the past simple. But we made do. Here, do is used in the expression, but the verb is make, so that's what you conjugate. But we made do with our savings. What's done is done. This is a great expression. This means that you accept that past events cannot be changed. Yes, he stole our clients, but we need to move on. But this is easy because it's an expression, so you just take the full expression. You don't need to change anything. But what's done is done. To do away with. This means to eliminate. Why? The company away with the dress code. How would you complete this? Why did the company do away with? So it's a completed past action. And finally, to do the trick. This means to successfully achieve a desired result. Thanks, Jennifer. This lesson, now I know how to use the verb to do. How would you complete this? Thanks, Jennifer. This lesson did the trick. Do the trick, so did in the past simple. Did the trick. And I hope you would agree with that. Now you know everything you need to know about the verb to do. Do you want me to make more lessons like this with other verbs or other concepts? If you do, put masterclass in the comments below. And of course, make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe so you're notified every time I post a new lesson. And you can watch this masterclass on the verb to be. Make sure you watch it right now.